Saturday morning, saw my lonely old camera sat on the side after not being used for a while. Let's have a look at what's going on this week, shall we? Anyway, it's Saturday morning. It's a bit loud. It is Saturday and I am about to go out with the tractor and the sidearm flail hedge cutter. I want to try and get ahead for next week. We've got lots and lots to get on with. As you can probably imagine, the weather has not been helping us and we have been desperately trying to keep on top of everything as and when we get the gaps to do it. Anyway, it's hedge cutting week. It's a little bit late. The lads have also got a very busy week, but I'm going to get out and try and get ahead on a Saturday. I'll be explaining why there hasn't been so many videos later on in this video. But yeah, I can only apologise to all the subscribers, and I'm hoping that we can start to bring some really good content over the winter and then hit it with some momentum for next season. But we are back for the rest of this season and the rest of this year. So we've got to go pick up a very important person and then go out hedge cutting. Are we going hedge cutting? Yeah! Yeah! What do you mean? This is what controls the hedge cutter. And we've got to cut this hedge. What do you reckon? Yeah, good. Are we going to do a good job? Yeah. Good.
Daddy, is that
Jack Mum's? Do you like the hedge cutter? So I managed to finish the hedge without waking a little man up. And it is still Saturday, it's 6 o'clock at night, and we had a machine breakdown on Friday and we had to leave it on site. Now is my first available time to go and sort that out. So I've got the trailer on, got some tools with me, and I'm hoping that we can repair it and recover it back. Even if I can get it onto the trailer, I'll be a happy man. Let's go and see if this goes our way tonight. Try and beat the sunlight and get it home. Okay, I'm down on site, got the tools. I've managed to drag the mower somewhere where I can work on it. Happened at the stadium pitch, luckily just after I'd finished mowing it. As you can see there, the tyre has come off the rim. On this, I have ordered a new inner tube. Although it's a tubeless tyre, we run inner tubes just to stop this happening. It currently doesn't have a tube in it, so it's a good time to put one in. But anyway, I charged the compressor up when I left the unit, so I've got to hope I've got enough air to sort this out. Got it jacked up. Got my tyre bars and hammer, and I've just got to hope I can get this recovered onto the trailer before the sun sets. Empty trailer, mission unsuccessful. I literally just can't get that tyre back on the bead, so probably have to come down here Monday and whip the tyre off and take it somewhere, but I was hoping we could sort it ourselves. Not everything can go smoothly. Anyway, I'm working tomorrow, and tomorrow is Sunday, so I'll probably see you soon. And this is what I've been up to at the weekend. Me and my wife have got a little bit of a joint venture, so we actually spend time with each other now, which is mental. But yeah, we got a coffee and burger van up at the mighty Fine and Volta. So on a Saturday and a Sunday, I'm spending my time with my wife, grilling and chilling with coffee, and it's brilliant. We actually get time together, so yeah, come on up, why not? It's Monday morning and I have got the camera out, although I forgot to remind Ash to take his, so I'm gonna have to give him a call straight after I film this. The lads have got some hedging to finish off, and I've just got to go and get some tyres put on the personal vehicle. One of those things that I never find time for, but I booked it in and it needs to be done, so one of them. See where the week takes us. Let's hope that maybe Monday morning's the only rainy period we get, so we can get on top of some things. More rain is not what we need. So is it just me, or has the rain been on and off all year and it just will not stop? But anyway, it's Monday morning and the boys are at a hedge that I flailed over the weekend. They've just got to tidy up a few areas that I couldn't grab with the flail, so behind posts and just bottom bits and things like that. There's also a wildlife area that needs flailing back at the back of this cemetery, so Ash has a look at that and he gets cracking with that. Whilst he's doing that, the boys are finishing off the hedge bits, and Ash makes good progress on the wildlife area. Once that's all sorted, Ash just has a little double check of the hedge, and it's all sorted. Wildlife area is done and the hedging is done, so they can get tidied up, and we're all now going to meet back at the unit and find out what's to be done today. Tyres done, we've all met back at the unit and the lads are just getting all the kit ready. About to jump in the tractor because we need to go out hedge cutting yet again, and the boys are going to meet me down on site. They've got some grass cutting to do, and we'll see what we can get on with. The weather has turned, but yeah, anyway, let's jump in the tractor and get down there. Come on then. So the boys are just over at one of our sites, which is basically just a cricket outfield that needs sorting, and any areas around the community centre. I've already made a start on one of the sites that they're about to join me at to do all of the boundary hedging with the flail. But they get tidied up here once all the grass is cut, and then they can come over and meet me at the site that I am. As soon as they get there, they get started with the grass, and I am making good progress with the boundary hedging. As you can see, Ash is already started making a start on the football pitches, getting them cut with the hustler. So we're all on site at the same site. There's a fair bit of work to do here. There's a couple of football pitches. Again, the boundary hedging needs sorting, and loads of little park areas that also need doing on the right, and lots of strimming. Once we're on top of everything, we can get blowed up and tidied up, and we also need to get the place line marks. And at this point, I've already moved on to the next site, and the boys are going to be joining me there as well. All sorted. Flailing and filming is difficult, but this site's pretty much all done. The lads are still cracking on. They're doing a really good job. I now need to run over with the tractor to the next site of the day, which is probably going to be the last one. But yeah, the weather has turned. It stopped raining, so we managed to get bits and bobs done. So hopefully it's not going to be an absolute write-off of the week, because the weather looks like it's getting better. But anyway, let's get finished off and get over there. As soon as I get over there, I assess the ground and get cracking with the boundary hedge. There's quite a large boundary here, but I need the boys in order to get goals moved. All the usual stuff needs getting cracking on with here, so Ash gets started with the pitches, and the lads get started off with all of the smaller areas around the centre as well. All sorted. The boys are still mowing the grass. I think they've got 2 pitches left. That seems to be going really well as well. Obviously we're not using the tractor to mow the grass today. We've just got the hustler and the 0 turns on the job. But so far so good. We've managed to get a fair bit done. We've still got all the line marking to get done here. I'm kind of just in one of those moods at the moment where I'm a little bit deflated. The weather keeps getting on top of us, but the spirits are high, and hopefully all of the work that we've got booked in can happen, and it'll be next March before we know it. But anyway, we'll get these pitches done, get them line marked, and that's us done for the day. So I guess once that's done, we'll see you tomorrow. Morning. It's Tuesday morning and the lads are on the way to their first site. The first thing they've got to do is finish off some football pitches we didn't manage to do yesterday because it was raining. So they got the robot out, and believe it or not, it's only 6:30, but it's pitch black, and they get cracking on with that. And after they can finish up here, we're all going to meet at the first site of the day and crack it out together. Once they're through the traffic, well, of course, because that's exactly what we need. And another flat. Brilliant. Right, down on site, need to try and fix this motor wheel. Let's get on with it. Job done. That was difficult, I can't lie, but it's done now. and hopefully we shouldn't have any problems for a while. Lads are now here as well. They've been at a robot job. They had to get 2 11v11 pitches in with a robot. They're now here, and we're just checking all the tyres on all the mowers, just because it's better to keep on top of the tyres, because changing them is a nightmare. So yeah, all sorted. I probably need diesel in this, I've not checked. So I'm probably going to run and grab some diesel and the lads can get started here. So as well as the stadium pitch, there's quite a few community pitches that need cutting here, and Ash makes a start on the hustler with those. There's also lots of bits and bobs of grass around the centre that the boys will be cracking on with the strimmer and the right. But yeah, once I get diesel, I'll come back and everyone's cracking on doing what they should be doing. So happy days. Right, I'm going to crack on with a stadium pitch. Ash is at the top doing all of the training pitches or the grassroots pitches. I've already walked around the pitch and we've checked for divots. It's looking okay, so we're going to give this 2 cuts today. I'm going to grab Maggie, get her on the mower and get on with it. Now, I don't know if Maggie's got a sixth sense with the weather or not, but normally she'll sit on the mower quite happily, but today she was having none of it. Although it wasn't raining, a little bit wet, she's normally absolutely fine, but today, not a chance. Stubborn. But anyway, we start with the first cut, and we're going to start with long ways, and I noticed that there's a little bit of a blemish with the cut, so just adjust the rollers up and double check them, and then get cracking back on with it. We're going to give this 2 cuts today in opposing directions, and the first cut is now done. We've done the lengthways cut, and we're now going to crack on with cutting it widthways as well. Some nice borders, hopefully it will give a nice double stripe, and it's a little bit too foggy to see, but it's looking good. Once that's done, we can get the robot out and get those immaculate lines on the ground. Oh no, what a day. That was a disaster. An hour wasted due to a tyre popping off. We found the issue and I think we've sorted it. But we can now get on the road to the next site. We'll give you a run at the next one. Alright? Right, see you there. So me and Will are at the next site and the boys are at a residential. We've got 4 football pitches that we need to get cut and marked here. I'll get started with the Toro, and apparently the weather's a lot better now, so Maggie's enjoying the ride and we get started with that. Shortly after, disaster happens. Ash has to come and save us with the hustler, and luckily we can just get cracking with the hustler. They weren't too far away, so yeah. We start smashing out the pitches that need to be done. Ash jumps on the trike, we get them line marked. The rest of the site is all cut, tidied, and we can just get cracking and try and get home before it gets dark, if we can, hopefully. 5:30, Wednesday morning. Getting loaded up to go to site. And we had an absolute nightmare yesterday. Today is not going to be the same. We had a tyre come off again. We split up after one of our sites, and Ash and Jack went to a residential site, and me and Will tried to continue with the sports, and that's where the Toro happened. So we rang Ash and was like, can you bring the hustler over? And Ash and Jack did bring the hustler over. Within 5 minutes of using the hustler broke down. Would you believe it? It's rarely let us down ever, and it decided to that day. However, it was a simple fix, and after about 15-20 minutes of diagnosing and repairing, we were back on the road, but it didn't mean we were cutting into the dark. But anyway, however, it is a new day and we will keep hammering that drum. So today is looking like another busy one. More schools, more sports clubs. So let's get on with it. Now, as soon as we get to the school, we're going to take advantage of an empty car park, and we're going to get some of the tree and hedge work done that is situated around the car park. So we get cracking with that. 2 of us on hedges, 2 of us sorting the trees out. Doesn't take us long to get on top of, and once that's done, we get the hustler off the trailer and I get cracking with the sports field. Now, because we're doing it with a hustler and not the tractor, we're going to just break it down into pitches, and it's not too bad. Takes us about 10 minutes a pitch, so once you break it down like that, not too bad. And the boys are going to crack on with the rest of the stuff around the school, all of the mowing and the strimming, and the hedge work out the front. Right, we are pretty much sorted here. We've just had to do a little bit more hedge work and some more blowing up and trimming and whatnot. There's like a big event happening at this school over the weekend, so we wanted to make sure it was tipped up And it is, so happy days. Obviously, as you've seen, we've not got the tractor here today. We probably could have got away with the tractor at this site. However, there is other sites in the day that I don't think we'll get the tractor on. So it just makes more sense for us not to bother bringing it down if we've not got a full day's work for it. Hustler didn't take too much longer. Obviously it did take longer, but it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Smashed it out fairly quickly. A few little other bits to sort out quickly, and then we got to pack away, and then we're on to the next site. We're on site at the next one, which has got about 11 football pitches. Ashley's just going to run off on the van and line mark 2 other sites that we've got that are not mowable today, they're too wet. Just want to show you a little contraption that we've made for the Hustler. Now we've made the roller because the Hustler is one of the fastest zero turns we've got, and as I've said, we're not using the tractor at the minute because we're treading lightly, but it doesn't stripe so well. Now we've made that, it stripes absolutely lovely, so we've not got to worry about the quality or the finish, and we're getting the job done really quick. So I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd time we're using the roller on the Hustler today, so we'll see if it breaks. This is prototype number 1, and see how we get on with it. But anyway, let's get cutting some grass. So Ash is now all finished up at the site. We couldn't mow, but he's gone to Linemarket and he's now packed up on the way to us. Obviously it's not absolutely perfect, still on the prototype phase, and there's areas of this place, hence the mess on the floor, that haven't been cut in about 3 weeks because it's just been waterlogged, but we've managed to get on it today. But the pitches are looking very, very good, I must say. Once Ash is back from his line marking bits, he can get them line marked. We've now got the other side to do, where there's another 5 or 6 pitches, I think. But anyway, the lads have been running about on the right, doing all of the little bits, getting all the trimming done. So yeah, we're making good progress. It was raining quite a bit just a moment ago, but it seems to be dying down, so fingers crossed. The Hustler's doing a great job, and that roller seems to be leaving a decent stripe, and Ash is now back, so he's jumped straight on the line marker to get the stuff that I've already cut done and line marked. Now the Hustler work's all done, we get the mowers all tidied up and just give them a quick check over, and I run back to the unit and grab the tractor, and we're all going to meet at a school site. We're going to pull a job forward because there seems to be some decent weather. Anyway, as soon as I get there, I've beaten the boys here there at a job that they've just got to get finished off quickly, and I'll get mowing as quickly as I can, trying to battle out some pictures so they can sort out some line marking as soon as they get here. Cool, you can tell I've not done a video in a long time. I seem to be stumbling my words, but anyway, we'll get there on the voiceover. So as I just mentioned, we're individually cutting the pitches, so as soon as the boys turn up, there will be some stuff for them to get on with, and we just start running it out. Hey! And we're all sorted. I've just finished mowing. We've done all of the little bits as well. We've still got around school to do, but we're doing that Friday. But we've saved a massive chunk of time on Friday's schedule by doing this tonight. Ash has just got a little bit more line marking left, and then the boys will be away as well. So happy days. Right. Let's get back to the unit in the tractor. Big time. It is 5:30 in the morning on Thursday. The lads are in, just getting the kit ready. I'm in the tractor firing it up. We've got around 40 minutes of travel to get to our first school this morning. Let's get over there. Oh.
He's going to fill it all up and get it ready.
Right, I was going to say, do you want to do the rugby with the robot, or?
Yeah, I can do. He's going to get them both out anyway.
Alright, sound mate, yeah. The football pitches are pretty much ready to mark now.
Okay, so.
And it's just the rugby pitch and that one other set of grids.
Yeah, are they visible?
Yeah, everything's visible.
Ah, sound.
Yeah, sound mate.
Sweet.
See you in a bit. See
you soon.
Bye. So I'm now on the way back to the unit. I've got some bits and bobs to sort out, and the boys are going to stop off at a residential job, and we're all going to meet up at the next site, which is a school. And I've already started here. We're putting a single stripe on this one for this time. I never do a single stripe in a tractor, but it's starting to look good. Now, the rugby didn't want cutting, so we're going to get that line marked and be as efficient as we can whilst we're mowing the rest of the grass. And I am all done at this site. The lads have got a little bit of strimming left and some line marking, but I need to get back because I need to try and swap implements on the back of the fast track before it gets dark. It's probably the quickest we've ever done this site. We're now on top of it. We've not had it so long, but yeah, it's a pleasure to do now with the tractor, and it's only about 20 minutes from the unit, so it won't take me long at all to get back. So we finished the day off by putting the VS400 supplied by George Brown's on the back of the tractor. It's Friday morning and we've got a busy day ahead of us. The lads are already out on site at Primark, and I am down at the foggy stadium pitch. We've got the homemade roller on the back, having to use the Hustler today because we've not got the new tyre for the Toro yet. Anyway, let's jump on it and get on with it. Seems to be mega foggy on this Friday, and we are doing a double cut with the Hustler, and it's starting to take shape and look good. Once the double cut is done, I can get the robot on the go. The boys are already at their first site of the day, which is Primark. They've got all of the hedging and all of the grass to do here. They spend most of the day here, and once they're finished up, they can get tidied up and blow down. But anyway, straight after Primark, they've got a school. Because I've got the Hustler, they're having to combat that on the right, but it's only a primary school, and they're doing a really fantastic job with tidying the place up and getting it tidy. But once they're done there, I'm now back at the unit, and I've got to go back down to where I was this morning with the spreader. So I'm back down where we were this morning, and we can finally see the work that we did this morning as it was so foggy. Got the fert spreader on the back. We're going to get some autumn winter fert down on it, and then probably turn the sprinklers on, and hopefully it will green it up quite a bit. It's still looking fantastic, but I think it just needs the nutrients in order to repair and get as much playability out of it as we can. But anyway, let's get this done, and then we can think about what's next. So the last job penciled in for the Friday is the mighty Find and Volta. We've got Will here driving the pickup with all the fert on the back, and the tractor is here, and we just get cracking on with fertilising the 3 pitches. And it's late at night on a Friday, and I'm going to be in that little black box early Saturday morning. It is 8 o'clock at night. We've just finished getting all the fert out the back of the pickup. The tractor's back safe, and we are done for the day. Still got to go back home. I've got loads of stuff to do on the computer, and I've also got to edit this video, and then everything repeats again. Back at the coffee van tomorrow, out hedge cutting straight after the coffee van, and the same again Sunday. So yes, it has been non-stop all year. There's been lots and lots of things that have happened this year that have delayed videos and things like that. We've been extremely busy, and I haven't found the time to dedicate to editing, etc. So I do apologise for that. There's lots of stuff that I want to speak about in the future to try and advise people things to do or things to stay away from, but I think maybe I'll do a wrap-up video once the dust has settled for the year, and we could talk about a few things that have gone on. So let me know in the comments if there's any questions that you have got that you want to put forward for that video. But yeah, thank you for the support. If you did watch our last video, obviously the last video was about another contractor that had posted some stuff on Facebook after we had unauthorised campers on a cricket square. We actually won a lot of work from that video, so everything's all good there. And yeah, we're battling on. It's been a weird season, a tough season, but one of my favourite seasons so far in terms of learning how to control the way things go, in what direction, etc. And lots of learning that has happened. So yeah, overall a good year. The year's not over yet. I just wanted to do a quick update. So yeah, thank you so much for watching Cutcrew. If you have enjoyed this video, it would mean the world. do a little screenshot, share it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, share the link, get some more people involved in the channel. Hit the subscribe if you're new here or you haven't subscribed yet. It would mean the world. And yeah, we'll try and get some quality content out to you. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next week.